This is very interesting because for weeks, we haven't seen Harold Fannin Jr. do anything on the field. No pads, no drills, nothing. Then out of nowhere, he's out here running routes and catching passes from Deshaun Watson, because this might be something or might not be nothing. But before we get into the Harold Fannin clip,
among the Cleveland Browns, if the Browns were to win this game at home.
Now, welcome to Reese Will Sports Talk. Like and subscribe, hit the notification bell to let you know when I upload a video. Now, let's rewind for a second. During the OTAs and mini camps, Harold Fannin Jr. wasn't participating, and he was there, but just standing around, no pads, no reps. And that's not me just guessing. That was reported by all the, reporters like Mary Kay Cabot and Grossi and all the people. So naturally, people started wondering, is he hurt? Is this something serious, or is the team just being cautious? Because when your number one threat from last year isn't getting reps early in this new offense, that usually matters. So, but now we finally see something, and I've got a short clip, about 6 seconds, of him actually out there working with Deshaun Watson. And yeah, it's quick, but you can still take something out of it. So let's check it out. There you go, lining up. Look like he's getting off fast. Nice catch. Nice break. Looking pretty good. For a tight end, he moves quick. And he's going to be our number one threat again this year, because he's such a special individual. Out of Canton McKinley, Bowling Green, he led the nation. So he's going to be he's going to have a great career here in Cleveland. So I'm very excited. And I know this is second year, so it's going to be up, man. And it's what stands out to me is he's moving well. He has no hesitation, no visible limitations, and that alone is a good sign. And secondly, Watson is actually throwing with him. That's not random. The quarterbacks don't just throw to guys. They trying to build some timing. Now, I'm not saying it means a lot to break out anything like who's going to be the starter or not, but this is the first real sign that he's actually in the mix. And, when they come back, Harold Fannin should be up and at him on there. So we also got a clip from Shador practicing in Texas. Let's check it out.
Wait on the call, baby. Ready? Come on. Coach, so I got you. I ain't going to bash your funny. Ready? Go.
You got a nice little get off.
Ready? Go. Come on, Coach.
That's a nice
that shit right
I'm
there. I'm taking a stroll and park that shit right there. Coach, you know who won that one.
Out there in the heat in Texas.
And I got these boats.
Looking good.
I'm wearing cotton. Wait on the call, baby.
Looking good.
Come on. Coach, so I got you. I ain't going to.
So Shador's out there still working out, getting his stuff together, and they're going to be starting it back up in another month, 3 to 4 weeks, something like that. So we're going to be tuned in. Make sure you guys stay tuned and locked. So we got some more from 92.3 The Fan with Mary Kay Cabot talking about Denzel Ward. He's going to get traded, or what she thinks about it. We don't know if she knows anything about it. So let's take a listen. Ken Carmen and Lima talking to Mary Kay Cabot about the QB competition.
Is Denzel Ward a legitimate possibility for the Detroit Lions?
I don't think so. I do think that the Browns really want Denzel Ward to be part of this football team this year. He's one of the best leaders on the team. He's one of the best cornerbacks on this football team and in the league. And I'm not really feeling that.
All right, Tone, now go ahead. We got to go quick. Who knows when that plane's going to take off, and that's airplane mode.
It's okay until the next announcement. We're okay for a little bit, I think. Okay. Sorry about this.
No, you're fine. You don't have to apologize for a damn thing. Go ahead.
All right, obviously, we are sitting here waiting for this quarterback competition to rev up again. Mary Kay, you have been all over this. Has anything materially changed, or do you think when we get back to camp, it is going to be Deshaun Watson still front and center?
I think when they get back to camp, I really do believe that it's going to be a robust competition between Deshaun and Shedeur. And I think that one of the interesting developments this week was the fact that Deshaun took it upon himself to come back into town on his summer break. He brought his trainer, Billy, his physical therapist, Billy Voltaire, with him from Florida. And he also brought his quarterbacks coach, Quincy Avery, up here with him. And he was out there throwing to some guys, including Harold Fannin, which was another interesting development because Harold hasn't been practicing this offseason. He has been recovering from an injury, and we haven't seen him out there. So I thought it was very significant that Deshaun came back up here to throw, to train, and I think to show this football team and this coaching staff that he means business here.
Well, as far as I know, Shedeur never left. So why am I giving him credit when Shedeur never left? I want Shedeur to start. Damn it, Mary Kay.
Well, I don't know that Shedeur is here right now. I do think, and maybe he is, but I don't think he is. I think he might be back in Dallas right now. I'm not 100% certain. But I think this was a situation where mostly everybody is cleared out, and Deshaun just kind of came back to really show that he's committed to this thing and that he has no intentions of giving up the reins.
You know, I think we've gotten a couple of things confused here. Not you. I'm talking about guys on the radio here, where it's like Mary Kay Cabot joining us on the show. I think it is acceptable that Shedeur would start the season as the backup quarterback, but I don't think it's preferable. I don't think the best thing for Shedeur is to start for the rest of his career for 15 years and become a Hall of Famer. But I also think it is an acceptable thing with a new head coach and a new offense and everything that he got put behind last year that, hey, it makes sense to, if they had to start Deshaun Watson this season, knowing that probably Shedeur is going to have to come in at some point and some point sooner than later.
It will be interesting to see how it does play out because there's one dynamic here that I think is very unusual, and that is the fact that Deshaun will probably be more well-received on the road than he will be at home. There could be a bit of a hostile environment at home if he's starting and Shedeur is over there on the sidelines. So we'll have to see how that plays out, and I think we'll get a little bit of a taste of it in preseason because I think both of those guys probably will play some in those home preseason games. But for Deshaun to start perhaps 6 of the first 9 on the road.
We've been talking about that on this show with me and Randy when we do the collaborations, and I also been talking about it on my show. It's going to be something else when he plays at home. Deshaun Watson plays at home. Is the fans going to be able to take him in and sit on their hands and don't say a lot, don't boo, and just let him work, let him figure it out, let him work himself through there. It's going to be very interesting because that's a big deal. If you got the whole crowd, the whole stadium, home fans is booing you, that's going to make we got to know if he's still mentally ready to do that.
Road, that could really work in his favor and might work in the Browns' favor at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows? I mean, if it works out that way, maybe it would even be better for Shedeur to sort of hang back a little bit, get the lay of the land, see how things are going to work out the kinks in the offense, and then come in at some point during the season. But I have no idea if it's going to work.
I don't want that. I want Shedeur to start off. I like Deshaun Watson. Been rooting for him. If anybody's been watching my channel with the subscribers or whatever, they know that I had rooted for Deshaun Watson a lot when he was here. But now Shedeur, to me, is a young guy coming up, and we got all this young talent, and I believe that he's the one to start this off. So straight into our new stadium. This is how I'm taking it, and this is what I'm hoping. But we'll see.
That way, Shedeur could easily win this starting job. I don't want to say easily, but I mean he is right in the thick of it. He has a bona fide chance to win the starting job.
Do you think the offense changes depending on who wins the job, or do you think Todd Monken is doing his best to make sure that he's got an offense that both of these quarterbacks can capitalize on?
Well, there will be changes. There will be nuances depending on who starts. Deshaun Watson obviously is more of a mobile quarterback. I think he would run more RPOs. I think he would call more designed runs. I think there would be, just a different nuance to this offense. But Shedeur has demonstrated that he absolutely can run the keepers and the rollouts, the bootlegs and things like that. So I don't think it's going to have to be drastically different, but you will call a different game for both of those guys.
That's Mary Kay Cabot. She's getting on a plane, so they laughing about the announcers. You can't stop that while you're doing an interview. So, but as far as them running a different offense, I believe they probably would change things a little bit between the two because they are two different quarterbacks. But Deshaun, I don't know if you're going to be running a lot of RPOs with that torn Achilles, the two-time torn Achilles. And I would rather him, if he is going to run it, man, he's got to have a convoy, like some pulling guards, step back. And that's the way he blew his Achilles in the first place. If you remember, he stepped back, and then I believe it was a designed QB run, and he stepped back, and then he started to move forward, and he pushed off, and that's when his Achilles snapped. And to me, I believe it was a design run. I'm almost 100% sure on that, but I don't know if I'll be doing a lot of running plays with Deshaun, honestly. Just let him get back there in the pocket and let him throw the ball. He's gonna have to rely on his arm a lot more. And this stage of his career, he's 30, and he's got all these injuries, former injuries. So, and Shedeur's the young guy, and I believe he's more mobile than Deshaun right now. So let me know what you guys think, man. Let me know what you think about the Harold Fannin Jr. getting out there, running some routes. I know I'm happy about that. And he's our number one threat. And I'm looking forward to him doing this thing again this year. Appreciate y'all, man. And we'll see y'all on the next video.
Among the Cleveland Browns. If the Browns were to win this game at home.